I was in high school when they changed the age. It was my senior year of high school. And all my friends were like, going on a mission. And they threw all their college applications away. And I was like, oh, awesome. Great. I don't know. I prayed about it. That'd be awesome. I was really excited that, I'd see lots of people go. But I didn't realize how big of a turnout it was going to be. And so for the next year and a half, I, thought I had my plan. I was going to Utah State. I was going to do all these things, and then everything fell through. And so I ended up at a university I didn't want to go to, but I had a full ride scholarship. My brother was down there. I had great roommates. Things were really awesome. And I'd been praying about a mission because I knew it was something I should do if I was supposed to, and I knew that I would enjoy it. I knew I'd love it, but I just was... I thought had everything going. I even had a boyfriend, and I'm like, oh, things are great, Maybe I'll get married instead. And it was actually 2 weeks into this new boyfriend that I had, and I had gone home for the weekend, come back up north, and was praying. I had stopped praying about a mission because I thought I got my answer to just, keep doing what you're doing. And so I was praying about school and midterms and this boy that, my gosh, should I even be dating him anymore? And the answer came very, very, very like a brick. Grandpa had given me a blessing just to help with midterms and stuff, and it was very clear that the Lord wanted me to serve a mission. So I said, okay, here we go. And I started preparing, and it just, as I was preparing, I knew it was what I was supposed to be doing, and that I would love it. And any missionary will tell you that you weren't prepared for the greatness and the sacred experiences and the testimony growth. I mean, it's just, you can't compare it to anything else. So I'm grateful for my grandpa and his wise words. No, but that's why I decided to go. And the mission call came in the mail, and my parents made me send it to their house because, my dad's like, I don't want to get stolen. And so I was starting a paper in the library. I was at Dixie State University, and so I start typing, and my dad texts me, and it's a picture. He doesn't typically send me pictures, and I just saw a white picture, and I'm like, what are you doing, Dad? I thought maybe he just sent me a weird one. So I look it up, and he's like, look what was in the mail. And it was a picture of my mission call. And so, of course, I'm in the library on the 4th floor, so it's a quiet floor, and I can't really do anything, and I'm just like, and so I just shut my laptop and like, forget homework, I'm going. And so I run home to my apartment, and my roommates are there, and they're freaking out. And but I had to wait till Sunday, so that was on a Thursday, and I had to wait till Sunday till I could come home, because I was involved in the leadership down there, student leadership, and so we had this big event that I had to be at on Friday. So the whole weekend, it kind of didn't really feel real, because I didn't have it, but my family did. And I told my mom to hide it or lock it up or something, and she ended up putting it in a box and wrapping it with wrapping paper. I said, oh, that's nice. And so that way I would know if anyone tried to peek at it. And so I got home on Sunday, and this was a Sunday of General Conference in April of 2014. And I got there, and everyone came over, and I was going to open it, and obviously I was nervous and shaky, and I was convinced I was going to Africa. That's where I was going. It was Africa or Boston. And so I opened it, and I read it, word by word, and it's, Sister Lab, and I start crying and crying, and I read West first. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to the West Indies. And then I read West Virginia, and I was like, I don't even know. I forgot that that's even a state, because everyone thinks that Virginia is just Virginia. Now I will never forget that West Virginia and Virginia are not the same. They're very different. Both wonderful. And it was just, there wasn't anything like huge of this, this is where it's supposed to be. But just in my heart, I knew that I was going to make a lot of friends, and I knew that this would become my new home that I would soon miss very much.